Hello everyone, welcome back to our podcast. I'm Kansa.
And I'm Alvina. Today we're going to have a deeper discussion about Indonesian student literacy. This is not just a short conversation, but a full exploration of the issue.
Yes, because literacy is a very important topic, especially for students like us. When people hear the word literacy, they usually think it only means the ability to read and write. But actually, literacy is much broader than that.
That's right. Literacy includes reading comprehension, critical thinking, digital literacy, media literacy, and even financial literacy. It's about how well someone understands information and uses it wisely in real life.
Yeah, let's start with a simple question, right? Uh, what does literacy mean in today's world?
According to global education, standards like the program for international student assessment or PISA, illiteracy is not only about decoding text, but also about analyzing, evaluating, and reflecting on written information.
So basically, literacy is the ability to think, not just to read words, but to understand the message, questions, and connect it with real life situations.
Exactly. For example, if a student reads an article about climate change, literacy means they can understand the main idea, identify facts and opinions, and form their own perspective.
And in the modern era, literacy also includes digital literacy. Students need to know how to identify fake news, understand online information, and use technology responsibly.
Now let's talk specifically about Indonesia. Based on international assessment like PISA, Indonesia students often score below the global average in reading literacy.
Yes, and that has been concern for years. It doesn't mean Indonesian students are not smart. It means there are systematic challenges in our education system.
For example, many students can read fluently, but they struggle when asked to interpret complex text or answer analytical questions.
Sometimes students focus can more memorizing information instead of understanding it deeply. This learn culture can affect literacy development.
Another factor is reading habits. Compared to some other countries, reading for pleasure is not yet a strong culture in Indonesia.
Let's break down main factors affecting student literacy in Indonesia.
First, access to reading materials. In big cities like Jakarta or Surabaya, students may have access to libraries and bookstores, but in rural or remote areas, books can be limited.
Second, socioeconomic factors. Students from families with strong educational backgrounds may more support at home, like parents who encourage reading.
Third, teaching methods. If learning is focused only on exams or memorizing, students may not develop critical thinking skills.
And don't forget technology. Social media platforms like TikTok and Instagram can reduce reading time if not used wisely.
But at the same time, technology can also help. Ebooks, educational websites, and online courses can improve access to knowledge.
The Indonesian government has made several efforts to improve literacy.
Yes, one of them is the school literacy movement or Gerakan Literasi Sekolah.
This program encourages students to read for 15 minutes before class begins. The idea is build a daily reading habit.
In addition, the Ministry of Education has introduced curriculum reforms to promote critical thinking and project based on learning.
Schools also create reading corners in classroom and organize literacy competitions, story sessions, and book reviews.
These are good steps, but implementation consistency is very important.
Now let's talk about us, the student. What can we do?
First, we can start building small habits. For example, reading at least 10 to 20 minutes every day.
Second, we can choose books or articles that match our interest. If you like romance, read novels. If you like science, write science articles.
Third, we should practice discussing what we read. Talking about books with friends can improve understanding.
We also need to improve digital literacy. Before sharing information online, we should check whether it is valid or not.
Why is literacy so important for the future?
Because literacy affects everything. It affects academic success, career opportunities, and even making in daily life.
In the era of globalization and technology, information is everywhere. Without literacy skills, people can be misled.
Literacy also helps students become lifelong learners. Education doesn't stop after graduation.
Countries with high literacy levels usually have strong economies and innovation systems.
So, what are realistic solutions?
First, improving teacher training to encourage interactive learning.
Second, increasing access to books in rural areas.
Third, involving parents in building reading habits at home.
And finally, using technology positive, not as distractions but as tool. I think it would be interesting if we compare Indonesia with other countries. Why do some countries have higher literacy levels?
That's a good point. Countries like Finland and Singapore are often mentioned as having strong education systems and high reading literacy scores.
Yes, especially Finland. Their education system focuses less on exams and understanding creativity and student well-being.
Meanwhile, Singapore emphasizes discipline, structured curriculum, and strong teacher training. Students are trained to analyze text deeply from an early age.
So maybe one lesson for Indonesia is to focus not only on grades but on comprehensions and critical thinking.
Exactly, literacy should not be about finishing textbooks, but about understanding ideas.
Now let's talk more about digital literacy. In today's world, students don't read books; they read social media posts, online article, and even comments.
That's right. Sometimes students get information from platforms like TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube.
The problem is all information online is accurate. Without digital literacy, students can easily believe hoax or misinformation.
Digital literacy means we can question the source. Who wrote this? Is it credible? Is there evidence?
It also may be responsible when sharing information. Just because something is viral doesn't mean it's true.
In fact, improving digital literacy might be the one of the most important steps for Indonesian students today.
Teachers play a huge role in literacy development.
Yes, teachers are not only delivering materials but also shaping how students think.
If teachers encourage open discussions, debates, and critical questions, students will develop better literacy skills.
Instead of asking students to memorize paragraphs, teachers can ask, "What do you think about this?" or "Why do you agree or disagree?"
That kind of question builds analysis skills.
Teachers' training programs should also focus on teaching strategies that promote active learning.
Let's not forget the role of parents.
Yes, literacy development doesn't only happen at school, it starts at home.
If children grow up in an environment where books to available, parents uh, read regularly, they are more likely to enjoy reading.
Even small habits like storytelling before sleep can improve vocabulary and imagination.
Parents don't have to be highly educated. They just need to support their children.
Now let's talk about something practical. How does literacy affect future careers?
Every job today requires literacy skills. Whether you want to be a doctor, engineer, and content creator, you need to understand information clear.
For example, if someone wants to work in international company like Google, they must be able to analyze documents, write reports, and communicate ideas effectively.
Even in creativity industries, literacy matters. Script writing, content planning, and thinking skills.
So, literacy is not just academic,
It's
professional.
professional. Finn, why do you think some feel reading is boring?
Maybe because they are forced to read materials they don't relate to.
That's true. When students are given freedom to choose what they read, they feel more motivated.
Also, sometimes reading is associated with exams and pleasure, not enjoyment.
Maybe school should create reading clubs or casual discussion group.
That would make literacy feel social and fun.
If Indonesia improve its literacy level, what impact could it have?
It could increase innovation, economic growth, and social awareness.
People would make better decisions from voting to managing finances.
And misinformation will spread less easily.
Improving literacy is actually improving the quality to the nation.
Before we end, let's share our personal thoughts. Kansa, do you enjoy reading?
Honestly, I didn't enjoy reading when I was younger. But but when I start choosing books that match my interest, it became fun.
Same here. I realize literacy is not about forcing ourselves to read textbooks all the time. It's about exploring ideas.
Exactly, literacy should be empowering, not stressful.
To conclude, Indonesian student literacy is still facing challenges, but there are many efforts being made to improve it.
Improving literacy requires cooperation between government, school, families, and students.
And as students, we can start with simple steps like read more, thinking critically, and use technology wisely.
Because literacy is not only about passing exams, it's about understanding the world.
After discussing all these aspects, from global comparisons, digital challenge, teacher rules, family supports, and career impact, we can see that literacy is complex.
Yes, but it's not impossible to improve. It starts with awareness and small actions.
Read a little more, think a little deeper, question information.
Because literacy is not only about school performance, it's about becoming impossible and information citizen.
Thank you for staying with us in extended discussion.
We hope this podcast help you understand the importance of student literacy in Indonesia.
See you in our next podcast. Bye. Now let's talk specifically about Indonesia.
Student ulang. For 15 minutes before pada nya sih, ini lanjutnya ya.
Globalization and information.